Hey everybody, it's Soaping Sunday, and today I'm going to show you a soap that I made 2 days ago that I was trying a new design using a hanger. So this is something that I special ordered specifically to use in soap to bend the metal so that I could use it to swirl my soap with a hanger swirl. So I could just try this different kind of soaping technique, and I was supposed to cut it yesterday. But I am worried that it's a bit of a fail, like a design fail, and I'm a little nervous to cut it open and see how bad it turned out. But it does have to get unmolded and just see what happened. Let me just show you what it looks like. So I was going for a blue and green swirl on top, and honestly it looks kind of like maybe an olive green, all one color and a bit chunky because it got thick on me. I wasn't fast enough, and I'm worried that there's gonna be like hard chunks and just like air bubbles and just a mess inside. But let me show you how I made it, and then we'll cut it open and just see how bad it is. To get started making goat milk soap, I start off by measuring out all of my ingredients by weight. I use grams and I weigh it on a kitchen scale. So the ingredients that I'm measuring out are coconut oil, olive oil, castor oil, shea butter, frozen goat milk, and sodium hydroxide, which is lye. When measuring out the lye, I have to be careful because lye is caustic, so I wipe everything down when I'm done measuring it. I slowly add the lye to the frozen goat milk and mix that together. It's important that I just mix a small amount at a time because it can burn the goat's milk. I keep track of the temperature to make sure it's not getting too hot too quickly, and mix that until it's well mixed. I use my immersion blender to blend my oils, my shea butter and coconut oil that are melted, as well as my castor oil and olive oil. I mix those two together after they're fully blended, and I use my spatula to get every last drop of oil. Then I use my immersion blender to blend the 4 oils together. Once they're blended nicely, I keep track of the temperature. I want my lye and goat's milk to be a similar temperature to my oil's temperature. So I did wait for the lye and goat milk's temperature to drop lower to match that of the oils. I'm using my immersion blender to blend these ingredients until it looks like they are well mixed together. There's no oil slicks on top. They are fully immersed together. I move that aside so that I can measure out my essential oils. My essential oils, I calculated out a blend on eocalc.com. Then I set those aside. I split my batter into 2 measuring cups and leave some natural colored soap batter in the original bowl. Now I'm going to fit my wire hanger to fit the loaf mold that I've decided to use. This is my first time using a hanger for a hanger swirl design, and so I'm just trying to get the right fit and make sure that I can do the motion that's needed. I pour the natural soap batter into the base of the loaf mold, scrape every last bit, and then I spread that on in. I give it a good tap and shake to make sure it spreads out evenly and set it aside. The first measuring cup I added indigo powder to so that I can make it a blue-gray color. And then in the second measuring cup I add blue spirulina in the hopes of getting a greenish blue kind of teal color for the soap. Once those are well mixed, I add the essential oils in. I am dropping the blue spirulina soap batter into the indigo powder soap batter in the hopes that they will swirl together, and then I pour it over the loaf mold. My hope is that by pouring it from high above, that it will swirl into the natural soap at the bottom. However, the natural soap already started getting thick, and I'm not sure if it broke through. It looked like it was just sitting on the surface. I give it a little tap to settle everything in place, and then I use my hanger swirl to do some twirls. You can see some chunks coming up of the natural soap that already started to thicken up like pudding down at the bottom. I use a skewer to try to mix in some of those chunks. I don't like how that ended up looking, so I shake it out. I try with a spoon to give it some texture on top since it's so thick. But I really didn't like how that was looking either. So then I took a bamboo skewer and started fresh by tapping it. And I just used the skewer to kind of do some waves at the top. And then I set it aside on the counter to allow it to dry, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, here goes nothing. Let's see what this looks like in here.
Wow. Look at the bottom, Mom. Wonder how it's gonna look in the inside. I can't wait to help cut.
So today we're gonna have Kaden assist us. All right, I'm gonna do the first few cuts to see how this looks and feels. I'm already seeing some cracks, so not off to a good start.
Ooh. Mom, I'll follow it. Can I have a turn? It might take like a few minutes for me to cut, bro. I'm going easy, so I'm wiggling it.
It's not easy to cut, huh?
But if you go slow, if you wiggle it, see? Went right here. Okay.
Sitting for 2 days, it does feel a little harder to cut.
Can I have another turn?
Yeah. Push. Beautiful. Good job. Nice. All right, so it didn't come out as bad as I thought it was going to be. I really thought with it getting so thick so fast that you would be able to see the visible chunks in there. But it actually looks pretty smooth, except for like a couple of the end pieces. And the designs are pretty cool as well.
I want to show.
Almost like a starry night at the beach. Oh, you like that one? That's your favorite?
Yes.
That's the end piece. So I'm happy to say that it's not a complete fail. I still have to try it out in the shower once it's cured in 4 weeks. But I think it's still going to be a pretty good lathering soap. But we'll see. Thanks for joining Kaden and I on Soaping Sunday. And if you haven't started soaping yet, what are you waiting for? Get your soap on. And if you could hit that like button down below if you like the video, what else should they do?
Subscribe for the video.
Yes, subscribe. That really helps out our channel.
And if you want to see some chicks, we have some here.
Check out the new chicks we got on Friday Farm Vlog.
Some have feathers on their feet.
Yes.
See you in the next video.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to farm a wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah, welcome to our show.